This is a pantry makeover you have to see to believe. First, we removed the wire shelving that was wasting so much space, and then we took on the fun challenge of building our own custom built-in. And it ended up being a huge challenge because we were working with 4 different walls at different angles. So a lot of remeasuring and recutting took place, but as you can see, it all started coming together. We added shelving and then we did all the finishing work. So when we go to paint it, it just looks really good. And the paint color that we went with is Urbane Bronze by Sherwin-Williams. We painted it everywhere, including the ceiling. The countertop is made out of 2 pieces of birch plywood glued together. We added edge banding, stained it, and it turned out awesome. We also added shelving up top made out of MDF board, painted it the same color, added cabinet lighting, trim work, and watch this. Here's the after, and I promise you it is the same space. And yes, everything from the old pantry made it into the new pantry, give or take a few things, but we are thrilled with how this turned out. If you want to see even more details of how this came together, go check us out on Instagram.
Okay, so now you do the first layers kind of like your base layer, and we are going to make a really pretty design. It's so simple, but yet people find this fascinating when they come into my house, and they also think that I am a sociopath, that I take the time to do this once a month. But you know what? You say OCD is a disease, I say it's a blessing. And people always ask, do I replace them every time someone eats one? No, I'm not crazy. I'm just organized every 30 days. I actually get excited when they start to diminish because that means people like them. So you just keep stacking until...
Don't get me wrong, being an adult and living on your own is pretty great. The only problem is that I now have access to adult money, which means I can buy whatever I want, which means I end up buying shit like this.
Doing a pantry in this beautiful home today. Here's the before, and all the jars and canisters you see we used, but we just switched them around. Here's the after. So some of the fun new things that we ordered were these clear acrylic bins from Amazon for the larger categories. Then I got my favorite turntables for the corners from Amazon as well. I love how deep they are and that you can see everything and nothing gets lost in the corner. Then I used these fun candy jars because I noticed during the consultation that they had a lot of snack foods and a lot of candy categories. And then I ordered these larger plastic bins for her larger baking categories, and then used all the canisters that she already had for the rest. And then I used those larger ones for the cereal. Here's another pantry, neat freaks. The client said she really wants to be able to find things in her pantry. To make that happen, we're going to use these really cute baskets that her cat loves to make sure that things never get lost behind one another, and we can group them in like categories. Of course, we start by taking everything out and checking for expiration dates, wipe down the shelves, and start planning the space. Here's the after. The bamboo Lazy Susans I wanted to use for the backup condiments at the top didn't come in, but all other items will be linked on my Instagram story today along with more details.
Don't get me wrong, being an adult and living on your own is pretty great. The only problem is that I now have access to adult money, which means I can buy whatever I want, which means I end up buying shit like this and having zero regrets about it.